Hi, my name's Jennifer. Welcome to my channel, Reading with Reese's. Today I'm going to talk about some of my most anticipated releases for the first half of 2017. So the first one is in February on the 7th, and it is The Woman Next Door by Yewande Osomoto. And essentially, it's about these two women who are neighbors. One is black and one is white, and they do not get along. They have a hedge running through their yards, and they, classic neighbors not getting along story. They've been recently widowed, both of them, and something happens that makes them see each other in a new light. The second book that I want to talk about is called The Devil in Spring. It's the third book in the Ravenel series by Lisa Kleypas, and that comes out on February 21st. Essentially, it is Lady Pandora's story. She's one of the twins, and she's more interested in starting her own board game business and doesn't want anything to do with the London season. Well, as I'm sure you know, that doesn't really work out because she gets mired in scandal with Lord St. Vincent Gabriel, and apparently the board game business has unearthed some sort of conspiracy, and she is in danger and he has to protect her. The third book that I want to talk about is You Are Here, an Owner's Manual for Dangerous Minds by Jenny Lawson, that comes out on March 7th. It's a coloring book of the drawings, the really intricate drawings that she does whenever she is anxious, and she has had fans and readers come up at signings and ask her to sign them and beg her to put them in a book. So that is what is coming out. On April 25th comes the fifth and final book in Marie Brennan's Memoirs of Lady Trent series, called The Sanctuary of Wings. This was the series that started with a natural history of dragons and recounts Lady Trent's adventures discovering dragons and finding out, what makes them tick. And so The Sanctuary of Wings kind of talks about her most scandalous adventure yet, where she scales the highest mountain in the world and finds the Sanctuary of Wings, and we get to find out all about that. And I'm super excited for this because I've loved all 4 volumes of this series. On May 30th, Spectacle comes out by Rachel Vincent, and Spectacle is actually the sequel to one of my favorite books of 2015. At the beginning of Spectacle, all of the cryptids from the menagerie have been discovered and sold to a private collection where the rich and influential can watch cage matches between different cryptids and go on safari hunts to hunt them down. And Delilah works to reveal the client list of the private collection and also the details behind how it runs. On June 13th comes Hunger, a Memoir of My Body by Roxane Gay, and she talks about some of her emotional and psychological struggles that she has had with food over the years, and talks about, everything that's kind of wrapped up in that: pleasure, consumption, appearance, and health. I loved Roxane Gay's collection, Bad Feminist, and just really, interested in hearing what she has to say about this subject. On June 27th comes the third book in Sarah MacLean's Scandal and Scoundrel series, The Day of the Duchess. So this story recounts the Duke and Duchess of Haven. They've been estranged for 3 years, and when Seraphina, the Duchess, comes back, she wants to be released from their marriage and wants freedom. And the Duke tells her that if she can find a replacement Duchess for him, that he will let her go. And, kind of, behind her back, decides to spend the summer making her fall in love with him because he wants her to stay. Final book I want to talk about today is The Witches of New York by Amy McKay. It comes out July 11th. So think New York City, 1880s spring. The main character, Beatrice Dunn, answers an ad in the paper. A respectable lady seeks dependable shop girl. Those averse to magic need not apply. Now, this is all it takes to kind of pique my interest. And so the ad is for the shop Tea and Sympathy, run by Adelaide and Eleanor. And obviously, there's more to Beatrice Dunn than just, a village girl. And she turns out to have many spiritual powers and has to fight against the evil lurking in New York. Well, those are my most anticipated books of the first half of 2017. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you are excited about any of the books I talked about, and also what you are excited to read upcoming in 2017. Anyway, I hope you had a great New Year's Eve. I will see you on Wednesday. Bye!